All right. What's up, guys? Morning, morning. How we doing? What's up, Griff? Are you driving? All right. All right. Here, I'll just let's let's get into the overnight session. Let me just oh wow, you're the only person here. All right. Let's get into the overnight session. Hold on one sec. All right. So the plan last night is to see the sell likely continue. Okay. So just a recap, we could not trade to 75, right? We did 2 or 3 rallies. We saw all the supply come in, right? 2,500 macro, 6,250, 7,500. Traded down to 6,250 there like 3 months ago, 6,300. That triggered all the buying, pushed it to the next macro level, 7,500. Now, into 7,500, this is the first time that we've seen a long distance here, right? Daily fail, daily rotations fail. Okay, so from 7,500, been moving the goalposts down, right? So from 7,500, that opens up 74.62, then 74.22. That's exactly pivots have this week. Under 74.22, we had 74.02. That was basically the lows of the last couple sessions. Broke that, like I laid out in the overnight session tonight. And we look to trade down into 73.3, right? So what's the low of the session, right? The low of the session is right at 73. Where is it? That was it. Yeah. So we got real close to it, right? So it's low here. Asia was the low. So 73.55 basically. 58, right? So we got real close to it. It recovered our 73.63, right? So what does that mean? That opens up rotation back to kind of a key level that I laid out last night if it recovers, right? Which is 73.82. As you can see, once it recovered all morning here during London, that's where it bid 73.2, right? It held, and then we finally got that rotation up to our 74.2 level, which sold expectedly, right? Right? We 73.82 to 74.02 traded, and then we reversed right off 74.02 to tick, right? And now we're pushing below, well, into 73.2. So we are going to have a week open. Okay, so this is cool. This is nice for Friday. I would like. So what's our expectation when we have an open like this? What's the retail mindset? Right. So what do they usually do? They sell the. No. Yeah. They sell weakness, right? So they chase the move lower. They sell weakness, and then we want them to sell weakness. And a lot of times, initially, it will put down. But that's where we want to buy. We want to buy weakness, right? So can we get into 73.43? That's the goal here today. See if we in there get the level traded. Kind of see what happens once we get down there, right? I want them to sell weakness here today. I at least want to come down, visit the lows to 58. I'd love to at least see 53.5 traded. But as soon as we get into 53.5, that's where we need to be, start watching the tape, right? Into our reversal zone, into our levels, and really start paying attention, right? Make sense? Sell it? No, we want to be looking for a bid there. Right. Oh yeah. Yeah. Like I want them to sell the weakness here tonight. Like I want to open like under 82 this morning. I'll open under 82. I want them just to slam the open and just drive it down, right? I want them to chase this move right away as soon as the bell rings. I want them to push it down lower. That's what I'm saying. So when a retail trader looks at this, they're like, "Oh, the market's weak. I'm going to just go short right at the open." Right? And that's what we want. We want them to short the open, and we want to see where the inventory gets absorbed, and and it's all good, right? Like we might get a nice short signal here right away, and we could take the short, but I would like to at least let the first 30 minutes trade, let the order flow come down, let orders fill, let levels trade, and then we'll see exactly where. Right. Right now we're going to open weak. We still got 20 minutes here before the session opens, so we got to be careful about early sellers are like a bid that comes in here, say at the bottom of our trading range here into like 72. Maybe they bid it right there, force it right back above 82, right? Type of thing. Another thing to note is right at the top of our rotation zone there into our 92 is what's sitting right there. Yesterday's lows, right? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And what happened yesterday? We opened and we just made a sprint for 74.02. Right, that was our level. Right, they traded it, they flushed it properly, and recovered it, and it just ripped. Right, so this is just the market in price discovery, and it's trying to get to areas that it needs to trade. Right. So far, we've been correct about everything. Every day we're correct, but it's just being patient, and yeah, it's just how it gets there. Right. But we understand the context every day where they're trying to move the auction. Right. This is the important part: is understanding where we are and where price wants to move. Right, and where it can move from any specific point. That makes sense. Yeah. So right now we're selling. Right, this 30-minute auction here is selling. And we'll see at least if we can get down to 64 here this morning. But as soon as we hit into around 58, 53, we'll start watching. Best case scenario, we get into 73, 40. Awesome. I would be stoked to get that traded. And then, by that point, we're only, 100 points away basically from our 72.65. And then our main goal has always been 71.7, which just got too shy of, right? But why are we like reversing kind of so aggressively from 7,500? What did we review Sunday? Why this would happen? Remember on Sunday on the weekly plan that I laid out? Why did I say this would most likely happen? Context of the market. Exactly. Too high, too fast. Right? Can't when you get these monster rallies that are super, 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 super quick and they don't pull back trade levels, this is the result. Right? We one time frame up, they just drill it to the upside, and there's no pullback to properly test structure and build out structure, and then that's why we completely reverse the move. Right? It's just not a healthy auction. Right? That's why when we tried to sniff 7,500 mark, we got to come back and we got to start trading levels here in our system, right? Just correct. 7,500 can't trade it. Kate, now it's time to back test, right? So here we are, right? Elevator, elevator up, elevator down. That's usually how these go, right? If you don't pull back, right, and spend a little bit of time developing structure, right? And this is the result. So as far as the NQ goes, I mean, we're just selling down here, man. Right into close to the bottom of our range here into 2250. But I think there's a good chance that we could shift down here. We'll just see how 29,248 trades hit it here. Now, we'll just kind of see how we open here into. If we open weak here, which we most likely time to thing, right? And just like always during the 9:30 session, we're gonna miss the initial move, do all this shit, and fine, right? Fine with us. Our system, we have to let levels trade first. So any open moves, whatever, we're not in it because we have levels to trade, close, retest. We need tape to develop, and that's how you should trade. So we'll just be patient here this morning and see if we open up in our rotational zone here. We just hit the bottom of it here at 72. Same with the NQ here at 48. So they're both trading in the same place. So we'll just see if a bid comes in here around 72 to start. 48 here, 248 here in the NQ. And we'll just see how we open. Yeah. And you are the only guy on here, man. I don't understand. All right. It's all good. It's all good. Maybe people are all prepped up here, ready to go. That's whatever. That's all that matters. I'm here. Even if there's one guy here, I'm here for you. So, um, I'm here. Bro, look at me, man. That's all I do is trade. All I do is trade and build out tools here to trade with. So, it's all good. Yeah, absolutely. Here, I'll put myself on mute here, and I'll come back in about 10 minutes. All right. All right. We'll see you in a few. All right, folks. Back. Folks in Discord, what's up? Get here together, man. We got about 8 minutes to go. Nice bounce there. So they washed it right to 64 there. See that? Washed it right to 64. Immediately bid it back up, back above 72 here. Ripped it right to 82 where we check. So we're gonna open up in the rotational zone, and we'll see how price wants to do it. Same with the NQ, man. Same thing. Dropped it below 248, immediately recovered it, and look what the candle did. It came back and bid 248 there right away. So, interesting stuff here. So we're going to get a rotational zone open, and we'll just see how price wants to trade it. As always, we have our specific rules for this area here, guys. And yeah, we'll just for the open here. Mode here. Have a good day. It's Friday. 8 Fridays, but try to focus and have a good one, right? Any questions before we get going? Everyone's good? Plan set? Yeah. Go. Good. Everybody's sleeping in. Anyone watching me on YouTube here? Says there's two screens. Oh yeah, we're pushing now. Market said, we'll see here. I think we're in for some shenanigans here at the open. We'll see. It might just be an open and drive, close over 82 and rip this thing back to 74. See if they want to buy this here. I want to give the chance for the bears to sell here. We'll see if they slam weakness here and try to chase this thing lower. See what the tape looks like. But I'm looking where the current setup is. You know, if we close just like this, if we were to close right like this, there's a nice long setup here, sitting right off 73. If we close just like this, a nice long setup at 240 on NQ. But we'll just have to see how they. You know what I'm saying? As always, be patient here at the open. Probably not the initial move over this. So let's see what happens. Let's go, baby. Friday. Let's wrap up a good week on a good note. Set up here for the last couple of days of trading next week, the month. I think we got 2 more days left to trade. Month 29th and 30th. Yep. It's July looking like. Do we got a nice 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks? We got 4 weeks and 3 days of trading. That's nice. So 23 days of trading there in June. Awesome. All right, let's go. 3 minutes. It's having a good morning here. He's happy. All right, got for us, market. Show us all your surprises. Oh, excuse me. Ooh. We're going to close over our 297 here, it looks like, on the NQ here as well. We'll see. I never like to look at the NQ during the open, man. Single whip. 80 points each direction here. So I don't like looking at it at least until the first 10-minute close, 15-minute closes in the books, but I do look at it. Go, a lot of bidding kicking in there. Wow, look at that. Right to 345, right to the top of our range. If we pull back, so we'll watch 297. There's a nice long setup there. See if it goes back down there here, 8.5 or not. And we'll see if NQ here or ES here sells 82. We just tapped it. Expect people to sell as soon as we get into 90, 92 here at the top of our little range there. It stays lows. People naturally sell weakness there. So we'll just see what the initial auction looks like. Let's go. Craig Z on YouTube, what's up? Craig Z's everywhere. All right, here we go. Pretty typical open here. Usually when we open in the zone here, guys, we want to relax. But given the context here, I think we're going to see some volatility here. See how price trades here. 40 seconds. Please just don't open and drive here. I want to give the sellers a chance to actually try to take this thing lower to 43, but a lot of times we'll open like this and they'll be like, market's on sale, and we just open. We don't trade a tick below the open print, and we just absolutely take off. Strong 10-minute close here coming. Much more stronger on the NQ. Straight full body bar here. We're traveling the entire length of the zone. So we're going to open over that 340, 348 level. I just keep the big going here into 4. Here we go. Let's see what happens here. What do they want to do? Opening under 82 here on the ES. So let's see if we come down to 73. See if we trade 297 here on the Q. Let's just see what happens. Let the tape come in. See what they got in store for us. All right. Here comes 73. 297. Let's see what happens here. There we go. Levels traded, 73. There's 297 NQ. Let's watch the initial tap here. Let's see if they're able to sell through it here or not. See if a bid comes in, tries to hold the bottom of the zone. Right now it's all selling. You can see nice strong delta here. But let's just watch absorption here and see what happens. See, pulling off these levels. The tick. Initial shorts here, just below there, right into around 78 here. See them there, about a negative 1,200 delta there. Yeah, about 3,000 contracts. Boom, right there, 78, 79. Offer. See if they refresh here. We bypass them there and close over 82, and then see what happens there. Right now, everyone's trying to short here below the open print. Good refresher there in the 79. You can see there that negative delta of 2,000 here contracts here selling here, but bids are coming in here. Watch this over 81. Watch the tape here. 0 to 13. See if the bids come screaming in here over 82. Yep, here they come. 4. So look above here, 82. Let's see if they're able to close it here in the first 5 minutes. See what happens. Let it trade. Let it trade. Don't want to get too fancy here right now, but look below there, 73 held tick and 297 held, as we talked about there on the NQ. Immediately bought. And now we'll see what they do with it. Now remember, when we get into like 90, 92 here, we'll see if the supply comes in on this push, and we'll see if it pushes back down. There you go. Where do we push into? Where's the high of that? Rated 88. There you go. Previous day high sellers are on the tape. right? So the little areas I take notes of during the open and just watch how people are getting positioned. Okay, mental note. Ding. Okay. They sold previous day's lows there. Expected that first push to sell there. Now we'll just see if 73 holds a retest, and we'll just see how the first 5-minute auction closes. You coming back down to our 248. It's good. Now there is some 10-minute long setups there carrying over into the open, but I don't like Globex setups for the cash session because they can get ran through. As you're seeing here right now, we're just drilling into 2. See, told you. So let's see what happens here. Let's see if we get into 64. The ES here. See if we get past 200 here. 197 here. That's where our next level is here on the Q. That could hold the support there and look for a rotation back up to that 97 level. Let's just see what happens. All selling here so far. Expected. Chasing weakness, selling weakness. Exactly where we probably sell it. Let's see what happens. We haven't closed the 30-minute candle here below 64. There we go. We just traded it. Very nice. Look at the low slammers here following this down. The NQ, especially here at 200. See how that offer dropped down there at 230 and then 200? So they're dropping down here. Sell, 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 sell. Push. We might hit 53 here, which we're pretty much tagging overnight lows here on the ES. We're almost there in the NQ. People will buy here. We'll try to buy here. Let's pull up. All right. 20 seconds go in the first 5-minute candle. Look at the wick here of 64. That's our first little bit of information there. Traded under 64, held it, getting a little bit of a buyback. Not crazy tape there. It was just aggressive buying as it came in. Just not a lot to sell there. Not a lot of tape, like as far as like support that came in there. It's just just some reactive buying. So we'll see if it revisits here now. We do have news here at 10 o'clock. It's nothing crazy. It's consumer sentiments. Nothing crazy. See what happens here. Nope, running back here to 297 here on the NQ. This might not come back, right? We're just kicked in buying here. That triggered the bids there. We're almost at the target there on the NQ here as well in day 82. There we go. We just hit the NQ target, or on the ES, we just hit the NQ target. And look at this wick. See you later. Bum, bum, bum. See what happens. See if we firm up the auction. All right, back in 82. We'll see if 82 rejects. So watching this closely here, you see the offers are right here at 78 here on the ES. This we always see the offer. We'll see. We'll see if 78 to 82 sells here. So 5 here on the ink. See how it trades. Looking for signs of a bid moving up here. See if they bid it here at like 297 or they back down to 248. On the NQ, we'll just have to see. As you see here, 78 to 80 here. This is where the offer is on the NQ. On the ES, it's basically selling the offer. So typical positioning. For me, it's all about can we close over 82, right? 82.75. Right? They're trying to. 3 minutes left on this auction here. It's a nice, solid auction. So we'll just see if they can get the close. If we get closed, and everybody who's short here over the open will have to stop out. And this is the level that we laid out before the bell. You can already see them just trying to get positioned around it. 2 minutes left to go in the auction. Let's see what happens. Or good refreshing there in the offer. See how we close here. So remember, there's no real good tape down into 64. Just had aggressive buying, same into 200 there. Just had buying come in that powered what was there on the sell side. It's not like a big absorption happened. Minute and a half to go here for the first 10. Taking a look at it, currently obviously red here, but nice wick here right off our 65.25 level, or 63.25. Good hold. See how the next auction opens. Doo-doo. So far, market doing exactly what we thought it would do. Really trying to get a good... Still got news here at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock? It's not much. It's consumer sentiment. See, still selling here. See if we come down, test that 200 level here on the NQ here in the next auction. Got about 10 seconds left to go, and same with the R63. Yes. All right, that's a close below 48 here on the NQ and barely closed beneath 73. So they'll probably tell the open of this candle, and we'll see if a bid comes in here. Remember, sellers here are rated 78 to 80 here underneath our 82 on the ES, and they're kind of hard to say, but they're right around 320 here on NQs over 297 level. Sellers here stepping down here on the tape, trying to push down lower here into around 75, 76. Also here at 50 here on the NQ. Very, very obvious sellers. See if they're able to push it back down here. Tap that these low levels here, 63. See what happens once we're down there. If we make new lows or not, and we'll see what the new, if we do try to make new lows here, we'll see what the prints look like and see if there's anything to offer there. See if there's any business to be done. All right. Come on. Little push here. So 220 here on the 200. Same with the ES here. We got to just push down here. There's not much of a bid here. It's trying to come in here at 68, 70 here, trying to bid it up. See them here trying to gobble up that inventory out. There you go. Come on, NQ, come down, test that. See what you got. Nope. Good bidding here coming in. The bid's at 248. Here on the NQ, kind of held that. Looked below it and immediately brought it back up. So see here, 300 rejects. You're going to have that sellers here from like 300 to like 317 here on the tape, most likely. Like the offer is right above it there at about 20 here. So any look above 100 there. Sitting right there. As you can see, as soon as we came. Just let price calm down here. But I think if the sellers can't move this here below 63 or 200 here, we're gonna go for that 82 close and 97 close. I'm gonna run for 492 here in Q and make a run there at 402 on the ES. There it goes. Told you. Sellers selling, but they're not really getting anywhere. Never pays to sell the lows, guys. That's why we buy weakness, right? We don't sell weakness. Really can't move it down here right now. Pretty thin here on the push through 78. We kind of ran those stops here. See if we close over 82 and kind of hold a bit above it. 2 minutes here to go with the close. Well, a minute actually. So we want to let this candle close here and see if we can close over 82. What's up, Tone? How you doing, buddy? Good, good. I'd like to see an initial rejection here and try to hit it. We hit 58 last night. We basically tagged the over. Tried to come down there. Yes. Immediately snatched it up. Unless they're just gonna fucking buy it here. We're into previous day's lows here already. We're almost back up into 92. 12 seconds here to go. It's like a possible continuation bar here. We'll see if the bid moves up here to 82. Yeah, I think the last couple of Fridays have been red Fridays. Yeah, it's been a minute. I think a lot of people have been getting wrecked on Fridays because I think it's only up. Where like I warn, like we see red when we see a real sell, it usually comes on a Friday, and we get those like 4 times a year. But like it always catches people off guard. Or we get a nice front side sell for like 2 hours, 2.5 hours, which is great, and then the dip gets bought, and then we retrace the entire move. So yeah, that happens a lot. So right now we're just chopping around in rotation here, guys. We're doing exactly what we should in this zone, right? So we're just gonna chill here and just let price pull back. Obviously, we want to watch the edges here until we kind of break down out of it. So we're just chilling and watching. There we go, back to 72 here, right? So no setup here yet at all. So right now we're testing 248 and we're testing 72. So now we'll see if these set up for longs here. See if the levels hold after closing above them. But I'm cheering the bears on here. I'm just like, come on, guys, try to push it down. Try to get it down. Try to get it. We want them to take their shots here, and then if we can't get it to where we'll have our information. Good bid here on the ES here, man, into 72. It's decent, right? There we go. Not too bad. 3,100 contracts, 1,080. Yeah, about 4,000 contracts. As you can see, we hit 248 there perfectly there on the NQ as well. So we'll be setting up here for a nice 5-minute setup here off 248 if the level holds here on the retest. Same with 73. See if it firms up. So far, nice reaction there. Perfect. Will it come back? Who knows? It might just take off without you, but she got the setup there, sitting there, and does return there. You take a stab at it. Gold pipe trading. What's up, Ferv? How you doing, buddy? Yo, yo. Oh, they're going to close this around 82. They're probably going to put a bid here now above 82. We've tried to come down a couple times, and they're going to try to ram this thing past 92 here. 90 is our previous day's lows is. 92 is our level. There we go. They're going to close this candle right into it. See. There's a whole lot. Everybody is short here under the open print, right? Same with the NQ, right? 360 right above our 348 level. Everybody's short here below the open. So you can see the positioning, man. If these auctions stay green, right? NQ's or ES is over it. NQ's stuffing it. See the absorption here. It's really, really obvious. Selling way at the top of our 5 level where they're all positioned short. This thing gets over the open print here. Everybody has a short cover. See everybody just, maybe, maybe not, right? So it's quite a bit of volume here short, man. 1245 here into the OP. So if this thing catches a bid right here, look at the ES into 90 here again. Let's see what happens. let's see if they dump it. Got news here in about 10-12 minutes too, so not too sure how much this is going to move, but could move more than we think, right? They could use that as an excuse here to drill it to 73.43 or rip this thing back to 74.22. Let's see. Right now, we're just trading perfectly in our rotation. Rotational zone. Price is doing exactly what it showed here. See, all the way back to 248. So, pretty easy to read the tape here. NQ sold right above our 45 level into open print. Everyone's short there. And ES sold previous day's lows to the tick, just shy of our 90. Really easy to see. 20 seconds here to go in the close. Let's see if we hold 48 here and 73. They're not going to be the best closes, that's for sure. Going to be pretty lame, but even if they do hold levels here, so. But they just could get autobot because the market likes these levels, so we'll just see how stuff. Okay, there's the close. Held 72 and held 48. See if they just open and bid it right away. Look at open. Bye. So you'll have NQ here sell 300 of like 17,320. So look for that offer to come back in on the tape. We'll see if they get back down to 8. See if we get down to 200 again. That'd be cool. We got to break below 248 close or close and bid above 45 here. So rotating. Exactly how we should. Both sides trying to figure it out here. Price discovery. There we go. Bidding here can in again. See the bidding come in there at 97 exactly here on the NQ. Literally to the tick there. That 408, 401 print right there. Boom. They decided to buy as soon as it got over. Right, the bid came in right there. They just push right through it. And here goes the push here for yesterday's highs. So they're just going to try to drill this thing here. And previous day's highs or previous day's lows literally right here at 90. Levels 92. This is where they're trying to fade, and everyone's trying to fade the NQ right here, right at our level here at 47, which just so happens to be exactly. Let's see. Got news here in about 8 minutes. I would just let the 30 close here, guys, and just let them figure it out here. We're just trading in our chop zone here. Up, down, down, up, down, as it should. As you can see there, NQ pushing into 45 there. There's no bid, right? So we bid, 3,500 contracts last time. We bid 96. Nothing to buy here. 40, right? And that's why we sell down so hard. Same with the ES here. We bid into 88. There's just strong here to buy. And to 248. Back down to 72 here. Let's see. How are we going to be able to get here below 248 and go sniff those 63 and go to... Just got to break out of this zone here, man. No edge here, man. We're just rotating up and down in the pipe, right? So price is doing exactly what it should, ping pong in between side levels. So people get frustrated with this price action, but it's doing exactly what it should be doing. We're just waiting for 10 a.m. here. We'll let the 9:30 auction close. We'll get the news out of the system, and then we'll kind of see what's up. I don't think it's going to be much. But a lot of times they'll use it as an excuse to do something. Especially here, we could see something. Close over 297 there. Last 5 minute here of the auction. We'll see if they try to make a run here for 92 and for 45 here if they just push it down here right away. So it'd be interesting to see how this theory closes here. We got 5 minutes left. Could see a big move here in the next 5 minutes, especially the last minute or 30 seconds here of this. Feels like they're going to feel it on tape, kind of do. See if they're successful. Again, sold their raid to 90, man, perfectly. What's up, Ajmal? Morning. Doing, sir? Well, good push here, man. Morning. Here we go, pushing into yesterday's lows here, rain to 90, trying to get that 92 push here. Look at this. There goes what I tell you. I fucking told you, man. Look at the tape. Right, they just rubbed the stops there over 360, 370, past the open print. Obviously, they were all sitting right there. You see how we just skipped right there, and now everyone's buying. 400 breakout, and a lot of times this has a hard time pulling back. And they ram a bid in, and they're just like, that's it, right? And then it just goes. So we could be looking at one of those situations here into 9 a.m. So we'll see. No trades here, right? Always sitting this stuff out. I don't care about this stuff. Nothing was clean there in our rotational zone. We could have taken a stab there at 72. It was a red close on the 5 minute, but it held the level. And actually, no, we didn't even get a signal, man. Now that I look at it, there's nothing there. Yeah, nothing there. So nothing to be upset about. But figured we'd have this type of open, right? They try to sell, can't get it, and the offer bids just come in and go, okay, you had enough fun. See you later. So we're heading back to 22. here on the ES, and we're heading back to obviously 492 here on NQ, and we're almost there. We'll see. We got news here right at we'll see. Maybe it comes screeching down here above 74. We just start one time framing up here. We close over 02 and it just keeps going and keeps going, but we're never in these moves. Thin prints here on the push. So this is a stop run. So we could come back and backfill this. There's so many people buying here at 04. My goodness. Same at into 40 here on the NQ. My goodness. Careful now. Right? It could just backfill on you. Right? You go all the way back down to 92 from here. Backfill that push. Minute and a half to go here. See how they're absorbing price here? There's still a ton of buying coming in here, right? There's a seller here right at 04. There was a seller there at 440. He just got chewed up there in the NQ. We're looking back above and trying to get to 42. See if the buyers continue to buy these new highs here or not. Pulls back beneath 37, 38 here, also on the back. Backfill back to it. See. They're just buying the ever living crap out of this high. 30 seconds. All right, let's see what they want to do here on this. Just an excuse to send it to 22 here. We're gonna down fake. See how ES is backfilling here. Look at the NQ, I tell you. Right? So we'll see what happens here. We got 10 seconds to go. We'll just see where this thing pulls back to. We'll see if they just buy it right away. So you're looking for bids. See if 92 holds here and a pullback right away. We'll see if 45 kind of 60 here holds back if it does try to pull back. They might just bid it here right away and send it. Let's see. We got to our 74,202 level. But yeah, here they go. See you later. There's 492. So this thing's going to drill here. Most likely we're going to get to 74.22. There's going to be no pulling back here. It's just going to go. Let's see. 12. We're almost there. We'll see if they sell 12. But right now, everyone's FOMO on the long side. Everyone's just like, get me in, get me in, get me in, get me in. Right? It's hard to get a pullback here now. Right, so we got the 497 target, but there's a very good chance here we're going to shift up here and go in here up until around 89. See if this thing catches a bid here over 492. We're going to go in here. And also, obviously, over 12 here. ES here will pop another 10 points here into 20. But we could reject anywhere here into 12 to 22 to 32. Just hit our reversal zone. Right? We're in it deep here on the NQ. I always say not so fast when we get, but very strong tape here. See a lot of absorption here into 520 on the NQ, into set 412 to our 412 level here on the ES, but it's keeping it tight here. They're bidding this very, very high. A lot of times we only pull back 5-6 points here on the ES and we just stay bid, stay bid, stay bid. You can see the bid right here at like 07. This is where we were bidding a lot here the previous day. See if we can pull back at least here and come to Anyways, we'll let this candle close. We'll see if it closes over 02. ES is, or NQ is also very thin here. So we always run the risk of backfilling. There's a higher bid sitting up here right around 80. But I never take these trades, man. You're buying the absolute highs, looking for more highs. But when we're in a one-time framing up market, very strong directional market, that's all you get, right? So I got to get a real pullback, like 50, 60 here at least. On the NQ, ES, at least 10 points, at least. So I never chase these moves higher. It's here, guys. I'll be back in 2 seconds here. Oh Lord. Right? So this area we could shift up here in this area. This action stays strong. I'm fully aware of that. Right? So we could shift up here. 7402 could form the bottom, and then we could keep going off of there. Shift up, and then before you know it, we're all the way back up at 7462. Just the context around it. But I don't like it when we push like this and we leave a bunch of thin tape, right? But bids just keep this thing rammed. They won't let it pull back, right? Bid right now is sitting right at like 08 here. Yes. Sitting right at 92 there, just below 92. 5-ish. Showing no signs of slowing down. That's a close above 92. That's a close above 12. So we'll just see if these back and hold. Trade, pull back, hold. Right now we're just one time framing up. Very hard to get a pullback when the it's almost impossible. Guys, we're gonna shift up here in the ink. Trade that 89 level, and we're gonna shift up. Pretty much at the 20 target here. Buying new highs. Buy the breakout. Buy. Right. 8. So let's see what happens here in the 22. What happens here. 41 to 60 here on the down off it. Oh. Wrong auction, man. It just stays bid. You can only pull back a couple of points here, and we're just staying bid. Here we go. Here's the second push here. Here it comes. 89 here on the NQ, and we're going to shift up here, and we should. There's 22 perfectly on the ES. We should push up to here. See what happens. Trade here. Really watch this here. See if it trades. Could see a fast reversal here. If this 89.75 can't actually trade, we could see a snappier. Let's see what happens here. So far, no bid there into 22. The bid just kind of died off. Bid support is down around 10.08 here currently. Down at 92 there. See what I mean? Pulling back. 20 minutes of straight buying here. We'll see. We'll let this first 10 close here. We'll see how it closes. Might give you a short here of 22. Just be careful, but just be careful. You're shorting a one-time frame of market. But if 22 holds here on the ES, you know, we could rotate back all the way back to 02 from here. But strong auction. Right? We're back over 12. Back over 02. Market's not giving much at all here as far as pullbacks go. So you got all these 1 minute chart traders and everybody buying their little moving average pullbacks and just buying every little breakout that they can. And market just keeps going because there's no selling pressure. There it goes. Watch the NQ here. 89.5. Haven't watched it. Another new high there into 22. Not looking too shabby, not looking too good there. We'll just see if the bids kind of calm down a bit here. See how we couldn't trade 89.5 again? This is an issue here for the NQ currently in the auction. We have to be able to punch through that. Oh, yeah. Feel like it should come. We're right here, right? But if we can't actually print it, interesting, right? Should get it here. There's no reason. So I always find it interesting. Failed print. $20 seconds. Here they go. Let's little pop skis. Let's see what you got. Wow. Look at the seller here on the yes here, 2 and 5. This seller was here yesterday. Remember 25? He was here all afternoon yet. 25 right there. So we'll see if he shows up. Barely closed over 22. Okay, take note of that. We only closed over by a few ticks. It's a strong bar. Barely closed over it. Do they bid it right away here, or does it take people out? I don't like weak closes, right? Warn you guys about that all the time. Thank you here now. Tell you, look at the selling here. Couldn't print 89.75, right? Look what's happening. Selling. Pull down here to 92 where that bid is backfilled. Bar here. Let's see. Nope. See if they get a bid. Told you. So again, notes from yesterday. There was a 25 seller there in the afternoon that was just like staying on it, staying on it, staying on it. Right? He just showed back up on the tape. Bid's unable to bid past 25, and seeing us trying to pull back here a little. Stuff. We'll see where the bid lands here. See them selling the absolute lows here into 920 here, 520 here on the ES. Really aggressively selling in. See if we can get down to 92. There we go. The bid's sitting right there around 92 here on the NQ. That last drop there, nothing to sell there into it. See that? Right into 500. Find some supply if we can. Sell there. Immediately bought. So there you go. Told you. As soon as we got to 500, we came down. Nothing to sell. Bid was sitting right here waiting for it, and they said, "Yep, thank you very much." Went right to the top of the bid there at 02.5, and that's the bottom. That's all you get. Now, can't even pull back and trade the level. Front ran. Nothing to sell. The auction immediately reverses. NQ or ES also trading right off that 15. Remember, we had support there all afternoon, right? It was 15.25, 15.25, 15.25. So we're below 5 points, below 22, above 5. Below. Exact same thing we were yesterday afternoon. Oh, there's a shift. What I tell you, there we go. Now they're going to buy new highs here, and they're just going to buy. So we'll get a 5-minute long setup here off 22, probably here in the next minute and a half, but the wick is all the way down at 15. Aware of that, right? Same with the long here at 541. That's probably going to set up here in the NQ. Oh, it's not because we open at wreck. It closes, man. 10-minute will give it to you if you let the 10-minute. We'll have our first actual long signal here at 22 here, but the wick is all the way down at 15. Up out for that. If you want to buy it, that's the only thing that they're giving it to you here right now. Let's go. 30 seconds to go. Let's see if they close above 22 here or not. They're probably going to close this candle right on 20. Let's see. Right, there's close. Oh, yeah, no, we got it. No, we got that 5-minute long signal. There it is on the 5-minute. Now, again, that wick is all the way down at 16, 17 there. For that. But let's just see how the level trades here. We'll see if they push it down into off of. Let's go 2. You can hit. No bid there into 600 here on NQ as well. You see how we looked above it there and just nothing left to bid. Doesn't mean it can't continue here, but just for the time being here, there's bids are running out there, and then again into 28 on the ES. But if it comes up to these highs, you just watch for the demand to come back in again. And usually on these types of auctions that we're doing here right now, as soon as we try to make a new high, everybody just absolutely jumps in, man. See the buy side just go crazy. So far, we guys have some good absorption into here. See if we can back something. See the wall there above 80 there in the pull down at least to 540. But they're keeping it tight, man. Not giving much up here. Couldn't even trade 22 there. Yes. Didn't even get a fill there if you wanted. All right, come on down. Let's get this 541. Go into 22. Let's see what happens here. I hate buying the highs of these. I usually don't, and I just miss the easy continuation trade, but we've gone up so far here already that I haven't even had a pullback here. Usually this first high pullback can keep working here, but I've been burned by this dozens of times. But it can work, right? Better entry here is down at into 16. Give yourself a look. We'll see if it works. Yeah, we're selling into it here. 18. See if we hit 17 here. Hold up. It's a room. Does it stick? This is the problem here with the bulls, right? We've had these nice rallies here, but as soon as we start pulling back here to these long setups, we're just fall. Drill it down, drill it down, drill it down, and then we just lose the setup. Very common theme here all week as they've been selling the rallies. So does this stick? That's the thing you gotta ask yourself. Is this actually gonna stick? Go up a bit here in the NQ. There we go. 540. Nice hold. Nothing to sell there to 500 still. Couldn't back up, revisit that. Buy. See here. We'll let the candle close here. At 10 minutes to close the balance. Man, this session's gone fast. Very fast. No trades here for me, man. We just haven't pulled back to anything. Just waiting. Reviewing my plan here and just watching what's happening, where the bid trading, and just seeing where the entries are. Let's close beneath 22. I tell you, we'll see if they bid it right away here off 15, 16. If they just force it back over here. 30-minute auction here. Yep. Immediately bid back up. So nothing clean here, guys. Didn't get much of a pullback. We didn't retrace any of that. Now they're drilling eyes here. So we'll rip to 41. See how the bidding that comes in here? Fuck. It's going to be one of these days, man. They're just going to ram this thing forward. This thing. Going to be very hard here to pull back. Apollo. Really, really ugly sequence of candles here, man. Zero pullback here. We can't get these levels back tested. That's how it goes in the full one-time frame up auction. You don't really get a pullback. Still one time. Oh, we haven't. Morning. At least on the 10-minute, we haven't broken. 5. Oh, 5, we really haven't either, man. Strong. Hey. $240, $640. So we've ripped 400 points on the NQ, man. There's a fight to be seen, man. With the tape, we're almost back up to our 687, man. There's no chance to enter anywhere. And give us a pullback. Once 297 set up, I mean, it ripped 150 points. It ain't coming back. It ain't coming back. All right, top of our reversal zone here into 32. Let's see if they got the juice to keep going. 41 shift up, and then we're back to business just yesterday. In prints here below 30. People buying that breakout. You see how everyone here on the ES is long here? Over 30 buying that breakout. About 15, 3,000, 4,500 contracts. Same with NQ, right? Everybody broke by the breakout over 601. 600, we'll say 7. Stuff here. Long over here, and you see how they sold into the there. Boom, bye. Nothing left. Oh, just on them. Good tape there, good absorption. No bid there in the 660. Perfect look above 640, man, and just nothing there. See how many people bought that breakout, man? Both sides. 20, buy. Sold. Beautiful tape. All right, 40 seconds left to go. Close balance. Okay. Oh no, we got 5 minutes left to go. So we'll see what happens. We'll see how this 30 closes up. Right, another attempt here for higher. Yeah, this market retest 30, 32 to 36. Top of our try to push here again. Fine here. You're rated here on the ES. And we're on just above 600 here on the NQ. Here and see if we can. That's 680. Ooh, just shy of 640. That thing tried to sniff it and immediately pulled. Fucking missed me, man. I tried to get the short there. I had it sitting there right at 38.5. It missed me by about a point. Even, man, maybe like 2 or 3 ticks. Fuck. Nice 2R trade there. Missed me by like 2 ticks. That's too bad. Good trade. I think it's going to go probably possibly here. Just no fill. Happens a lot. Happens a probably say 30% of my trades. They miss me by like 2 ticks. Doesn't matter. So where is the bid support here? So right now it's right around 28 here on the ES, and then good support there below 20, 22 to like 16. This 600 might just, this 89, 600 shit bid. Careful. Shorts. Well, that was nice, but it might just come back up to bid here above 89 and then 687. Careful with. We're in an up those shorts are nice as a temporary short, right? But correction of in, profit, out. It's kind of get 30-minute close here in a minute and a half. Building some good volume here below 600, 689. Some good bids. A lot of people still trying to short here. Remember, they always short about like 617, 620, 17 here above it. Seeing that supply there as soon as you hit 620. Good bid support into it. We'll see who wins this battle here now. 32. Yes, here you see how much selling's going on here. Yeah, a lot of selling above 600 too. A lot of bidding. See here about 7, 13, 19, 22, 23,000 contracts there short. Sold from 600 to 620, 25. Pretty large chunk of volume there. It's pretty thin here under 86. So careful, could push down here. Break that kind of higher bid here and try to go lower. Or it holds, right? And then we get set up here for the next period here. We've got about 30 seconds left to go. Stick with you guys here for another 30 minutes. Oh, nice little sheet. Yes. 4, 3. All right, that's a close right on 86 here on the NQ. That's tough. And a close under 32. All right, so 2 consecutive closes here under 32 here. We'll see if we rotate down to 22 here. I'd like to see 22 kind of try to back test here, if we can. Same with at least 540. Oh. In there. Down. Remember the bid here on the ES, right at 28. Right, so sitting there at 28. So we got to offer below, yeah, I'd say like 27, 26 here to get into there. See how we're refreshing right away? They don't want to give up much here. What are we doing? Push here down the 40 here or not? Come on, get down in there. They keep bidding this 89 really aggressively. They don't give an inch here. We're gonna try to make that rip here for 687, but trying to give a chance here for at least 540 here. Same with 22 on the E. Trying to give that 32 a chance to push her down. Man, would they let this bid go, please? It's annoying. Same here, man. Like 72 here on the halfway down in between. You trying to bid it here? As soon as you tap it, 72, 7, tap, 28, 27 here. Man. Boing. Step out of the way here. There we go. There we go. Come on. Get into this 540. Into this. Come on, yes. Come on. So we're back to right where we were yesterday afternoon, guys. Control C, Control V, copy paste. So remember, dips below into 15, 15 to 17 were bought in the ES, right? And then the seller was right at 25. So we're pulling into where they had the previous offer. We rejected our 32 perfectly. See what happens. Big tight PA here, man. They won't even let 22 trade here on the ES. We just tagged 40 perfectly here on the ES or on the. Left to go here. So decent little 5 minutes, possibly here off our 48. Something that happens. Let's go here on this auction. Like we're gonna hold 22 here, but we haven't had a pullback and actually hit 20 yet since we closed. Got close there at 25. They just didn't let the level trade. We're kind of back into this mess here from yesterday. See what happens. See if we can. Right, one tick shy there. Also almost couldn't hit 40 there. Still could hit it here. We're selling pretty decent level here. 22 here. Should try to tag it. It's decent selling into it. There we go. All right, now we'll see if it holds here. See if the 40, but they might sweep it here down to like 20 or 17 here. See. Same with yes here, might sweep down 17, 18 to do that. There we go. There's 18. Well, let's see what happens. See if they save the level here. Otherwise, it's like we one-time framed all the way up. These directional moves a lot of the times completely reverse here. So you're really going to have to shore up here 22, in my opinion. Low is 12. Really got to bid it and try to hold it. Sellers are coming in here trying to drill it down. And we'll see where this thing goes. Down to 12? Who knows? Or we rescue 22 here. We get the look below and this 10-minute closes back above it here. Getting a good test here. The kind of bid support here into 17, 18. See if it holds. Gotta let it trade. See if it'll hold. And then you got supply there kicking in right at about 27, 20. Sellers right on it here at around 20 here on the ES. They're selling here, trying to drill this thing on the NQ there. There we go. Back down to 92. So what happens here? It gets pretty fucking sketchy here. Right? A lot of people bagged here now going, oh shit. Sellers will come down here and try to bang out this 500 here on the EQ, and we'll see if the buyers want to respect it. But it's very thin here below 92 on the EQ as well, right? They're layered in heavy here, really following this down here from about 20, 25. So here we go. Here's the pull up. Let's see if they slam it down. So watch, as soon as you trade around 25 here, and then right here at around 21 here. Yes. See these sellers here that are jumping are able to. Minute and a half to go here on the auction. In control here. Let's see what they do with it. Been my worry here, a complete reversal, right? We one time frame up, we don't pull back on anything, just run, and it eventually hits the top, but we just can't fucking hold anything. Nothing's been developed here on the upside, right? We have to pull back, find something. But right now they're selling good here. Go into 16. Let's see if we go down here to 12. 50 seconds to go here. Sellers are hammering the NQ here right about 07. Same with the ES here at 17. Look at this. Yikes. Not looking too good. Go. This thing looks to be toast here. NQ at least here will probably fall to 440 here. Some miracle bid comes in here around 80. Goes, yes, give me that. Give me all that below 500. But we're just grinding down here now. See a bid come in. Got 8 seconds to go. So this next 10-minute candle here, they're going to try to sell it right away as soon as it opens. Watch this. Right there. It was just under 92. Let's see if they sell 500 right away. Yep, there you go. What I tell you. There we go. There's 12. Now we're just following, folks. This thing's done. So let's see if we go down to 02. There we go. There's 10. All selling here. Everyone's pounding it here now. All right, let's see. Let's see what happens here. Getting a back test of 12. It's a decent area here, but let's see if something comes in here. Now, if you pull up here, you're going to watch the offer here as soon as you hit like 16, 17, if we do pull up here above 12. And on the NQ, if you pull up into 507, but right now they're hammering it here at like 63, 64. It's absolutely rating here on the offer. But if they can't get it here, the market will reverse on. See? Look at that. See that? Too low. Let's just see if this thing gets over 92. There you go. Where to go? Right to 520. There we go. Into the offer here, almost to 20. See what happens. So we might get a long signal here off 12. We'll see. I still think they're just going to slam this down here as soon as it gets to like 17, 20 here. We'll see if it can even get to 22. We'll see if the NQ can even get up to 540. I think as soon as you get like 17, 20 here, sell. Let's see. See if the bid's got anything. This is where I took my one long trade yesterday, man. It was all 12. It held well. Okay, there we go. There's 22. All right, back to 540. Very nice. Now let's see. Is there anything there? We got over those offers. Is there anything to it here? Or are we just going to sell as soon as we get to around 560? Watch 28 here on the ES. As soon as you look above here and around 27, 20, that's where your supply starts. All right, they're trying. Let's see what they got. You'll find sellers here 550, 560. They're on the candle there from that drop candle. So we'll see if they just kind of hold a refreshment here. 2 minutes to go. There they are. All right, sellers are in. Let's see what happens here. See if the bids can get through them. I think it'll be tough here initially. try to reload the supply here. We'll see how it closes. Got 2 minutes to go. But I think initially we'll try to push down. See how it closes. Unless some big bids come in here and really try to get that close over 2 here. Expect resistance. How about the close, man? We use order flow for the positioning here. We see exactly what I said would happen. Tough. I don't think they'll get it here first. I think we'll probably come back and retest 12 here. But let's see how they close. We've got about a minute and a half here on the 15. Let's just see what they do. Sellers are in. Sell. Not the biggest fan of the long here off 12, but we'll see if it works. I mean, we'll get the close here possibly. We still got 40 seconds left to go. But you could, it's also going to show a short here, 20, which is whatever you want. Feel like where the price is going. Right now, we had a big move up. We drilled it right back down. Found some temporary support here from yesterday. See how. Still iffy, right? We could break 12 easily and go down to 74. I don't really like this close. We'll see if the auction actually holds. I mean, sometimes you got to close your eyes and just do it, but it's not looking too good. Close just under 500 here. Right on the level here, too. See what happens here. See if this gets bid here at 12 again or not. Maybe it holds, maybe it doesn't, folks. Watch the 512 offer here, 520, sorry, on the NQ. See how we just popped up to it? Try to refresh that. See here if this 12 loses or not. If it retests. You're not even going to come back to hit the level? You got to be kidding. Come on. Well, we'll see if this 25 offer shows back up here again on the tape here. That's too bad. Had my limit out there, no fill. So it's the second no fill here this morning. Got here, 15 minutes left to go. A lot of time left on this 30, man. See what happens here in the 22, 25. We'll see if we push down here again off it. Sellers are rated 520 here on that thing. Pretty typical positioning for them above 500. Tap, tap. But we got some time here. If they close this 5-minute auction here and they make a run 10-minute auction here over 22 here, they're going to trigger some buying here and back up to. So far, the sellers are doing pretty good here at 24 or 25, right? That's where the offer is. And just keep refreshing here, but the bids are trying to chip away at it here. See, as soon as you hit 22, tap, 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 tap. You got to see bidding coming in. As soon as you hit 24, you got to see like plus 300 LD start spinning. Can't stall. See a push. Let's see. Here we go. We'll watch into 23, 24. They start showing up. You can already see the sellers are ready. Trying to tap the level, tap the level. Yeah, you can't stall. Let's see. Gotta go. Here they go. Let's see what happens here. 2 minutes here to go to the close, right? Watch as soon as you hit 23, 24. Nothing there. They'll just hold it there, absorb, and then push it back down. See? Another attempt. There we go, 24. Let's see what happens. Good bidding coming in here. They're trying. See that? See that delta right there? 195, 172s, 50s. They're trying to get above it. Again, more supply into 28. Gonna be tough here. We'll just see if they can actually get the close over and put a bid above it. As soon as you look above it, man, 28 is still a lot of supply. Let's just see if we can dig through it. Minute to go on the close. There we go. We're hitting into 28. So as soon as you hit 28, there's more supply. Actually, main supply here is starting at 22. Go 26 and a half. There's good bidding into it, but it's not huge. Right? Just enough to move the auction up. That's the only thing. As soon as you hit 28, we could just go skirt. CNQ, man. As soon as you hit 60, supply. So we're gonna close the candle here. We'll let it close here. We got about 10 seconds to go. NQ got to 60 right where that offer, where that supply was as well. Just hold on here now. We'll see how the next candle opens. We're opening right on 22. Yikes. All right, you got to bid it right away, man. Otherwise, this thing's going to try to push down. Don't like that close. It's super sketchy. So they're going to need a nice push here through 28 to get back up to 32. Obviously, the target here is 41 from here. But these closes are weak, man. But we'll just see if a bid wants to step up here at 22 and try to bid it. I would veer on the side of no, but we'll just give it some time to trade. So far, bulls have done a good job of kind of shoring up. There they go. Again, watch as soon as you get 25, 28 here. In Q as soon as you hit 60, where your supply is. Push through it. Yeah. Here we go. There's 65, 28 here coming. Here we go. Get to 28, man. Tough walk. Whew. Fuck, I didn't even great cock. Okay. All right. So I'm trading the NQ here. Let's trade if I account. Took the long there off 92 and got out into 60. Nice 3R move there. Tight close here, but I like the bids into it, but I didn't know. I was only trading a certain amount of accounts there, and free copy was shadow. Green. Happy with that. Yes, I don't know here, man. I don't know here. I don't know. I think we're going to come down to 12 here. Let's just see. Let's just see. Best we can do here is let 12 trade. I mean, there's a 10-minute long setup right there. It is sitting there. I don't see anything else besides a short setup there at 30. I don't really like the long setup there at 12, but it's a nice 10-minute long setup. I'm just worried what's beneath. Just kind of sell through. Let's just see. Let's just see if it comes down to it. Wrong with taking it. It's clean. Like how it's selling it. So they're just trying to move down here to here. It's the slowest. Got some 492 here on the NQ as well. We're just chopping in rotation zone, man. What do you guys think? Everyone's quiet here. I'm going to sign off here, guys. I got to top of the hour here. What do you guys think? Take this long? 5 minutes before the close of the 30. Fudge me. All right, I took the limit off here. I had to sit in at 12 here, but we're 5 minutes before the close here. Bet you it'll probably work. Timing. So, just a quick reminder to everybody listening. I don't know if I'll be here for the meeting here today. I got to go to the immigration office here today and get my kids down there to finish getting their cards. So, gone for a good chunk of the afternoon. If you guys want to do it, do the Zoom session later. I'll put a note in the room there, and anyone who wants to jump on here. But I gotta go do their little fingerprints and everything. Just give me 1 sec here. Everyone else watching on YouTube, thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed this 1.5-hour balance session. Hope you're enjoying the order flow and the commentary. If you want, give me a like, thumbs up on the video, maybe like and subscribe to the channel. Or you can just hit that free link there and drop up in the Discord here and come hanging with us. There's a whole free section on the site where we talk about order flow. You get me on commentary all day, and screenshots and chat, and come and learn some cool stuff. Maybe you don't like the levels, or maybe it's confusing. You can come and learn about that, but just come on in, come hang out. You can use some really good information for your own setups. All right. Thank you very much. Have a great weekend, and thank you for watching.